always gets worse before it gets better. Just another beautiful day in Havasu. Just getting the oil checked on the old tow truck. Got to go out in the desert here and help an old feller out. Search and rescue called me last night, and I guess some guys slid off the road kind of in a bad way. Anyway, Brad's on his way. I'm going to bring his Jeep so that we have some extra winch points and help, and we're going to go get this guy saved.
Well, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning, and Merlin just gave me a call. Guess he got a phone call from search and rescue, and we've got to go do a recovery. Off we go. It's a little cold this morning. Probably not for most of you. It's probably in the low to mid 40s, which is a little chilly for us this time of year. Beautiful morning, that's for sure. Got ourselves a little breakfast burrito, and we're off.
Met up with Brad here. Just pulled in his big fancy Jeep. That's a fancy Jeep you got there.
It is. I like it.
So Brad's bright eye and bushy tail. We're gonna go in here and have us a quick breakfast because we don't know how long this is gonna take. And then we're gonna rescue Nicole and from work and put her to work operating camera so we can share it a little better with you guys. So we'll go get some breakfast. Breakfast did not suck.
We rescued
Nicole, get over here. So we rescued Nicole. If you ever come to Rusty's, you gotta ask for Nicole to be your waitress. She is the bomb, and she is gonna help operate camera today.
Yes.
Now listen, no slip and falls out here in the rocks, okay?
Unless I catch it on video.
Oh, careful. Oh. Were you videoing?
Oh yeah.
Always keep the camera rolling straight no matter what.
You okay? Kind of. Yeah. Pull a Desiree and slip off, crash and burn. Anyway, Rusty's for the win. So we're here with Mike Beats. He's the Mojave County search and rescue guy that reached out to me to help rescue this guy. So what's the story? You guys got a call?
We got a call yesterday that there was a side-by-side tipped over out here.
Okay.
And so we responded, and the fire department was already here. Havasu Fire.
Okay, so Havasu Fire had responded to it as well?
Yeah, they got here first. It was a 911 call.
Okay.
Then they went ahead and ran their new side-by-side unit out to them. When we arrived, being volunteers, we arrive a little bit slower than the fire department does. They said they were with the subject.
Okay.
And so we just all stationed down here and waited to make sure that they got out with the subject. And search and rescue's deal is to rescue the subject.
Right.
We don't do vehicles and things like that.
You're just to
Right,
save humanity.
Their place to help.
Well, if we can get the spark plugs out of it and get the oil out of it, I'd just soon start it and drive it out. And then you can take it and have it checked out. I mean, the transmission's going to be low on fluid, all that kind of stuff, I'm sure. So, I mean, I'm not going to do anything to harm it anymore, but yeah.
No, I've seen that down where they pull the plugs and just turn it over and kick out the...
Yeah, because all that right-hand side is going to be full of oil.
Yeah.
So that's a guarantee. But yeah, we'll get it out of there. Well, we're just winding our way back through here trying to find this thing. He marked it with his OnX map when he left. And I think he has that on his phone, the customer basically. But it's back in here a ways. See these tracks? Yeah. Those are his walker tracks. he walked with his walker down around that corner where he got cell service, and that's where he dialed 911.
He told me he could only do about 5 or 6 steps, and then he had to stop and take a break because it was just too sandy for him.
Yeah, I guess he had 2 canes and his walker, and he limped his way. We'll see how far when we go up here. But yeah, clear around that corner where he first got cell service.
I was telling Nicole, I said, pretty impressive. This guy crashed his truck, gets himself out, upside down, gets his canes, and hikes his butt out of here.
Until he gets cell service to call 911 for help.
He said, this desert ain't gonna get me today.
We've made it back up here to this gentleman's point of interest. Mm-hmm. You're Jeff Johnson, is that your name?
That's my name.
We are not related. Well, we probably are.
You're a Johnson?
All the Johnsons are related. Yeah, Merlin Johnson. See,
So
the Johnsons are all related somehow or another. So, how did you? What were you looking for up in here?
I was out here doing a little prospecting, a little gold mining, looking for some agates, something to entertain myself in my getting away from Iowa winter.
Iowa winter.
Do a little bit of
How many years young are you, Jeff?
I'm 52.
So there's actually gold up on top of this hill. I know all about it because I've wheeled up here quite a bit. In fact, just around the corner there's a waterfall called Black Falls, and I was the first one to go over that in a Jeep.
Oh, okay.
Everybody thought I was crazy, and that was 20-something years ago. But yeah, you're in a pretty rough area. So what happened? Obviously, you were going up the hill. Did you spin out?
I was driving along here, and I thought, well, I think I can make it up that. It's about where he's standing. You can see where it kind of got tore up a little bit. My front tire started digging right there, and started digging down. The track wasn't working. I mean, it wasn't getting traction at that point. So I thought I got to do something. I started turning my wheels a little bit, and then it kind of started sliding down, and then it stopped. Tilted like this. I thought, gosh, what am I gonna do? Do I just leave it here or just try to back it up a little bit? So I tried to back it up, and as soon as I started backing up, it slid down more, and then it's set on its side like this a little bit, and then all of a sudden just laid over.
So it was a slow roll over easy. So hopefully it's not too damaged.
And then I was just on the passenger side and had to climb up out through the window. I shut it off right away, made sure I had the window open so I could get out. And
you had someone with you too, right?
Oh, a little cat.
What's your cat's name?
A little kitten named Sparky.
Sparky. So you and Sparky.
Me and Sparky.
You and Sparky slid off in a bad way. So you walk with a cane, and we looked at walker tracks where you were walking out of here.
No cell service.
How did your handicap come about? What's the story behind all that?
I was in a car accident when I was 19 years old with 5 other people.
Okay.
We were out, doing
You're out doing no good. 19-year-olds don't do this.
Vehicle tipped up on its side and rolled. I broke 3 vertebrae in my neck, lost 8 units of blood out of my face, pronounced dead up in the hospital, burned all up, and took me a long time to recover. And then I started work at Gateway, did that life, started to realize that wasn't the path I wanted to go down. I wanted to kind of help myself physically, my body better, so I started doing research projects, helping out with clinical trials around the country. Okay. And it's been very rewarding and helpful for me. And I don't think I'd be able to walk as far as I did if I hadn't been in these trials. So I figured if I can't stay here, there's gas leaking all over, it could start on fire at any time, I got to get away from this vehicle. So I got my walker off my trailer and just started walking down this way till I could get some cell service.
So you walked down this way probably about a mile, it looks like, maybe just a little more.
I felt like more. But
how and how long did that take you? About what time did this happen?
2:30ish, and I got down there about what time did that? Probably about 3:34ish. I was a good 2 hours. I bet I was walking. I would take about 5 steps and then sit down and rest. Take about 5 more and sit down. I had to pace myself.
Talk about determination.
I just said a little bit farther. I got to get cell phone. I would dial 911 every time. I would stop and rest. Nothing. keep going. I probably dialed 911.
So you made a 911 call once you finally got service.
Yeah.
And
Oh no, even before I got service, I figured maybe emergency call would go through.
Yeah, it would pipe you. It would grab the first. So I guess fire, Havasu Fire was first on the scene.
The search and rescue, yes.
Okay. Well, Jeff, it sucks to see you in this position, but we're going to do our best to recover this thing without tearing your stuff all up, because I know you're a long ways from home.
Yes.
And I would just soon see this whole thing be able to drive back home. You'd be able to do a little work in it and continue your stay out here until the damn snow melts in Iowa.
Thank you. I know
So,
you can do it.
Just have yourself a seat somewhere, and we'll get on it. And I'll need the keys in a minute to the car.
Okay. I know you're a very capable person. I'm watch your videos.
Okay. I was thinking we could get back here and just right on its side here.
Yeah, it's mostly this way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, so
And then back it down.
yeah, if we backed your Jeep up here
Yeah, and just flipped it.
at the winch point, how bad did it do on the hitch when it tore it off?
It looks decent.
It just kind of popped loose. The ball looks half worn out. That's good. So you said there was some gasoline or something here? Yeah, we got a solar panel on the roof of the car we got to deal with too,
It's
right?
got like a mobility scooter on here. I'm thinking that's the big battery piece that he's talking about, because it's got some light going to it.
Okay.
And I don't, there's a solar panel on that side, but
Yeah,
I think it's pretty protected.
I think
if we
you're
roll it
right.
This way.
I think this way is definitely. The other thing is, honestly, like, we're already clear over.
Yeah, it's almost
It's
over.
already all the damage this way is done.
And then I was thinking with this, if we just pull it back on its wheels and then drag it by its ass, let the front fall in.
And come back this way.
Yeah, and even if we have to pull the back uphill on the road, then we're facing downhill. But I guess we'll see which way it goes when we do that.
Did it break any of the windows out?
Doesn't look like it so far.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure what this looks like on this rear passenger.
He said it went over pretty easy.
Yeah, it looks like it hit this Palo Verde tree and it just
Yeah, the Palo Verde tree kind of
stopped momentum.
stopped a lot of it. Yeah, we're gonna have to winch. 'Cause we can't wrap the vehicle with all this stuff on it. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to winch tight to the frame to pull it over.
Yeah.
But I think you're right.
I want him to pack my loads. This guy's I mean,
He's
look
a-
at this.
He's well equipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's, it just kind of slid off of here. Boulders, we got to get out of here. This is going to be a problem. This is going to have us all locked up here. Well, it's definitely leaked quite a bit of transmission fluid.
There's a message on the back for you, or anybody else that passes by.
What does it say?
Patient found, 12924, Lake Havasu City Fire Department.
Patient found. I think we'll just leave all this stuff here and we can come up in and gather it out later. You talk about being in a bad way. This is a bummer. So he kind of got stuck right here, didn't make the hill, and as he backed up just a little bit, he just kept getting in worse shape, and he slid down that hill sideways and over easy. Yeah, I think if we winch tight across the top of this, that's going to be our best bet for holding it. That's going to have to be fixed. And what happened is it pulled the bottom latch of the hitch out, and that allowed the trailer to come off, which we're kind of lucky it didn't blow the hitch up, but we're going to have to take it apart to fix it. You already got an inclinometer?
Yeah.
Brad's getting all technical. He's doing an accident survey so he can report to the insurance company. You just wanted to see what it takes to exceed the
it did-
inclination of a Toyota Land Cruiser?
It looked pretty easy in the pictures.
Doesn't the Land Cruiser have the rollover thing on the dash that tells you beep, 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 you've gone too far?
It probably told him. But
It was
he had
too
already
late.
gone too far.
It was too late. The
Lexus model.
He's over there listening to us going, yeah, right, you guys. Well,
Should I just try and get back in here?
yeah, I think if you can back up in here, Brad,
Yeah, that's my thoughts.
and then, of course, I don't know, then the trailer's up on here and we got to get it out of here. Actually, get you out of here is what we need, but
Starts burying itself.
the other thing is, we can honestly go forward and stay in the wash. So once you get the trailer up on here, if we can take you forward and put you up in the wash, I can pull that over and we can pull that down into the wash. Because that's not a bad way to go either.
Well, you know what we can
To
do?
get that on level
If I
ground.
drive in here, if I back in here, I can back into the wash afterwards. We can probably redirect off of that tree right there to pull this over.
Yeah, I don't know if them Palo Verdes will hold it though. But if we can get you up in here, I know we can get you back down here once the trailer's
Yeah.
here. Because I can pull the trailer back a little if we need to.
So this is the bypass to Black Falls, which is right
Right.
around this corner.
yeah,
here.
you go around the corner up
Yeah.
there.
You get to the top, and then it's just as ugly coming down the other side than it is here.
We'll let Miss Nicole walk around and look at Black Falls with the camera and narrate as she goes.
She
This
might
is-
need a ride over there. It's a little bit of a walk. Well, she can walk it. We may not see her for a while.
It's just around the corner, ain't it?
Yeah.
Have you been up it in your Jeep yet?
I put tires on it.
You didn't go up it?
I did not.
So it's steep. isn't
I
it?
don't have a roll cage or seatbelts even yet, so
I think I did have a roll cage and seat belts, but I almost tipped over my first hit on it.
it's a high horsepower
Oh yeah.
waterfall.
Yeah, you gotta be willing to
You
you gotta be willing to leave a U joint or two.
Yeah, you got to commit.
But once you get past that first 10 feet, it's no big deal. It's that first 10 feet.
I didn't make it past first 10
Did
feet.
you come off of it yet?
No,
It's kind of just as good time to come off of too,
no.
because it's a controlled slide till you hit the bottom,
There's a couple.
and then you endo up, and then you fall back and you drive off of it.
There's a couple axles at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that. No, we were over there, and old man Opperman, he looked at it and he says, "You think a guy could bring a Jeep up this?" I said, "I don't know, but I'm going to try." And they all got clear back out of the way and let me try. And I tried for a half hour, and then I went over it,
Nice.
figured it out. Then the next thing you know, Blueberry Rick, he's like, "Merlin did it, I get to do it." So he was the second one over it with his little Jeep. But yeah, I think there's been a few people over it now. But yeah, it's all about the horsepower.
It's a playground.
Get your tires sticky and then back up and just give her the onion. Well, that's propane. Let's go ahead and pull it.
I'm going to try and drag the back end this way.
Actually, no, I think we'll just leave it.
Let it sit.
Because if we can tip that over and go forward, I'll back up in here and hook the tongue and pull this thing out, unhook it in the wash. pull you tight and we'll tip it back up.
You want me to,
You're not hooked on, right?
no, you want me not to be for a minute?
Yeah. Yeah. Pull it over and see where it goes because we got to get a key in it
Yeah.
and clean up the rest of that stuff.
I don't see it going anywhere when it falls.
Yeah, no, well, it's in park, I'm pretty sure. So, but yeah, it's already turned to the right.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Kind of set it perfect.
yeah, honestly, that hitch is going to be the only thing that really hangs us, but
I think I'm pin it. You want to pin it right now?
yeah, it's got to be unbolted. It's got that brace on it. I can see where it goes. Let me pull it over and see if we can get it back over on the wheels anyway. It's more than 45 degrees.
At least it's quite a bit of oil right now.
Oh yeah. Back and over. Let's see what happens. Put it in neutral. I think I'm gonna let a little bit out.
Want me to try and come up here?
We're gonna have to go down. There's no way we're dragging it up this. This is too heavy. Right there, Brad. Right there. Let's put a pulley on and double you. Put it in that shaft. kilometers by the time we're done. I'm telling you, it's hard hiking up and down these rocky mountains. Those gold miners were tough. Or greedy, I don't know which. Some degrees. Well, that was easy. No, I don't know about the rest of the country, but it's kind of hot here today. What is it here, Miss Nicole?
Hot.
How hot? Is it like 75?
I think it's like 72.
72. That's exact, 72. Well, it's time to see how bad it is. Woo, it's a V8. There's oil in here, there's oil in there, there's still oil in that one. It's a good sign. I don't know what else leaked oil, a valve cover. Quite a bit here and there. I don't even see a dipstick. Oh, here it is. Let's see if there's any still in it. Oh yeah, none. Not even a drop. We can't even, there isn't even enough there to sample. Like completely empty. It's all in the cylinders, valve covers leaked out. Oh well, we'll drag it out of here. What do you think the chances are of it running? Miss Nicole, you think it'll start?
It's a Toyota, it's gonna start.
So much faith in a Toyota. There's Brad, he's waiting on my signal. It's not happy. Oh well. I'll get Brad to steer it and I'll drag it out with the tow truck. Well, so now what we've done, we've got it on level ground. The oil is running into the cylinders, which may allow it to start here in just a minute. But we're gonna pull it back down in the wash with the tow truck, get it on level ground and get out of these sticker bushes, because these things are brutal. Get all Brad's equipment off of here. Yank 'em rope. Got the yank 'em rope, slip 'em pulley. Top of the ball. There you go, just like that. It's a tiny one. a long ways out of here if we have to tow it. But we may have to tow it.
I think you're gonna have to tow it.
I'm thinking probably so. Pull some spark plugs, put a jumper pack on it, and I don't know. I already know they're gonna total it because the whole B-pillar's caved in, so he reported it to his insurance company. I'm sure it'll be a total loss. But what do you do? Black Falls. So Black Falls is up around the corner here. The world famous Black Falls of Havasu.
Why is it famous?
I don't know. They thought a Jeep could not go up or down it for years until I broke it. And then now everybody comes and that's their challenge. I got this really awesome Jeep. Well, will it do Black Falls? Most people pull up to it, look at it, and then turn around and leave. Just like Brad. He's like,
Just like Brad did.
he turned around and looked at it. Oh yeah, I've looked at it.
I've scouted it.
Yeah, I scouted it. It's a cool little canyon back in here. Out for rattlesnakes. So the trail where he slid off the road is the bypass for Black Falls. Black Falls is the way the cowboys go. By cowboys, I mean by horseback, not by Jeep.
Oh wow.
This right here is the world famous Black Falls. Pretty easy getting up to it. I had a little blue Jeep TJ on 40-inch tires, and it had about a 500 horse LS in it, and it was a 101-inch wheelbase, really low center of gravity. And I pulled up to this thing and I was pointed to the stars. I backed up and I hit it. I landed, almost wheelied over backwards. I slapped it into reverse so fast, saved it. I backed up and I hit it again, and we kind of spun over here and caught and shot right over the top of it. And my friend Dave Hawkins, he was in the passenger seat, and I know he watches my channel. He'll never forget this because he was pretty jazzed about the save, first of all, but the fact that me and him were the first ones to go over this in a Jeep. A lot of people slid off of it, but we were the first ones to go up it. Now people come up and it's kind of their thing, you know. You get your tires hot and sticky, you can crawl right up it, especially if you're over 104 inches in wheelbase. Brad's Jeep, he'd just have to get the tires hot and he'd go right up this. But his confidence level needs to come up. That way he's comfortable doing it. But yeah, Black Falls, Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Yes, yesterday was a busy day for you.
It was a busy day. That was a long walk out of here.
That's crazy.
And,
it's you know, it's like Brad was telling me last night. I sent him one of the pictures. And what was that you said, Brad?
I said that's how people die in this desert right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I was just thinking.
You're handicapped.
Yeah,
You're out in the middle of nowhere.
right.
No
You
service?
have no service. Accident happens, and it happens a lot in this desert. So.
Yeah. No,
It's,
I watch these shows on survival shows, these off-road recovery shows all the time. I understand. I shouldn't have been out here alone. I should have had somebody with me, or at least known where I was going. And cell service, you know, that's
Well-
a big thing. You know, I need some kind of a CB radio or ham radio or something.
Well, you got the guts. You got the
That's
guts.
half of
and
it,
the,
yes,
and
right.
the willpower.
That's half
so-
of it.
Trail driving. What can I say? I just love it.
You've been watching too much off-road recovery and
I have,
off-road record
and
games
you
and
know,
stuff.
I'm all over your channel now. You're my
love
favorite
it.
one now.
Just put it on the clamp. There you go, right on that. Let me see what it does. Hide it off.
Let it charge for a minute. That's dead.
it's only about a quart low now. It's on the bottom of the stick. There's enough we can taste it. What was that Derek says? 10W30 with coolant. Yeah. Yeah, we'll let this thing charge for a bit here, and then, yeah, it's 9 volts. That'll give us more time to let the oil run back. It's only a quart low, and that's probably all in the air box out of the breather. That's about a quart.
That's where it was running out. That was the low spot.
Yeah, I think it ran into the air box and then it's all down the fender. Once we tipped it back over, it ran out the bottom hole of the air box. So, I don't know. I hope. Yeah, I don't want to have to tear this thing apart to pull plugs out. It's only those 4 that we'd have to do, but yeah, it might be bad. So yeah, this dripped acid, I checked it, it's low, but it lost a lot. But the lights or something's probably on. There's probably a interior light or something on. I would imagine it was upside down. Maybe it was his dash cam.
Yeah, it just kept rolling.
It just filmed all night. Probably got coyotes going by, a few rabbits, a lizard or 2, maybe
a lion come by.
One of the headlights, and I probably left them on.
So the batteries lost a bunch of acid, the water basically. Yeah. It still covers the cells, but yeah, it's really low. And we're just gonna try to turn it over before we try to pull spark plugs and stuff. To start or not to start? You said it's a Toyota. It's gonna start.
Right?
I think it's gonna go here, clunk.
Come on, Toyota. I told you it's a Toyota.
Shut
It's gonna
up.
start. I told
Shut up.
Hardly
Shut
any
up.
smoke. A little
A
smoke.
little bit of
Oh, there's gonna be a
smoke.
lot of smoke when it hits the converters. Hey, we didn't have to pull any plugs. We did not have to pull the spark plug, so we wanted to get this thing tipped up as soon as we got here so that the oil would hopefully run back down in the motor. And we've been goofing around, I don't know what, at least 2 hours now.
Yeah.
But between level up there and level down here, and it started, it worked. So thank goodness we didn't have to tear the top off that motor and pull the plugs out. Well, let's Toyota. Toyota. I guess we'll try to straighten his hitch out.
I kind of feel like I'm in the Impala again.
Kind of that same up in smoke feeling.
Hear that, Toyota?
Toyota. What a
Toyota.
feeling, Toyota. Oh, what a feeling. Well, Brad is over here repacking this gentleman's belongings.
Give me a lift on the front of that scooter.
Let's show you the damage here. The damages. So he's got a tail light broken here. He's got a broken solar panel, which is probably still working, but it's broken. He's lost a couple water jugs, 2 it looks like. Toyota's running good. We had to fix the hitch. Everything inside is just in shambles. That's a mess. He does have dash cam footage, so we'll have that for you guys as he was tipping over. And he's bent the B-pillar pretty bad. Don't know what the insurance company's going to say, but they're probably going to end up totaling it. But we'll let that be decided with the insurance company. So we're going to get him headed out of here. He can get back to town, go deal with his cat Sparky, get some fluids back in this car, and we'll catch him later. Thanks for watching.